In 2003, the African Union met in Maputo, the capital of Mozambique, and made a commitment on agriculture. This commitment was expected to address the root causes of perceived agricultural crisis in Africa.
10 years ago, the African heads of states met specifically in July 2003 to agree that all African governments will jointly work together to achieve food security in Nigeria. And as a result, they committed to everyone allocating 10% of their national budget to agriculture.
10 years after, Nigeria is yet to meet the 10% target. Data from Comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program (CADEP), an international organization set up to monitor and evaluate countries on the Maputo Declaration, reveals that only 9 countries in Africa have met the 10% commitment. These countries are Niger, Ethiopia, Burkina Faso, Chad, Mali, Malawi, Ghana, Senegal, and Guinea. So how is Nigeria measuring up?
If you look at the Maputo declaration, part of what they said was that there should be reserve. Government should have reserves so that if the prices are down, government can buy and keep, so that the people will be paid enough for their efforts. You don't find that happening.
And why is the country not meeting up despite signing up to the declaration?
Agriculture enjoyed only 1.7% of the total budget in the year 2013, in complete contradiction to the 10% urged by the Maputo Declaration, to which Nigeria is a signatory.
With Nigeria's population tipping towards 200 million by 2015 and the nation's unemployment rate increasing, experts say for the country to attain food sufficiency, create jobs, and escape the global food crisis predicted for 2050 due to increase in world's population, government must start committing 10% of her annual budget to agriculture as agreed in Maputo.
This is a platform where we are calling on the government to say, own up to your commitment. Recent statistics still give that out of the 4 trillion budget that was given to agriculture, we still have less than 2% of the agriculture sector being met. Specifically, a 1.7% of the budget is that which is being met. It's not even half of the commitment that we gave.
But the Minister of Agriculture, Akinwumi Adesina, believes otherwise.
I'm always a firm believer that it is not the amount of money you have that matters, but what you do with the money, the effectiveness with which you use your money. Look at our budget in agriculture. As a country, we've been able to reduce our food import last year by well over 820 billion naira. We've been able to expand our exports significantly by last year. We've been able to attract private sector to invest in this sector. Total commitment by private sector to agriculture as a business in Nigeria today is $8 billion. So that means that the private sector dwarfs government itself. And that's the whole thing about agriculture. It's not about government. It's about unlocking opportunities for the private sector.
If it's private sector driven, why do we have a Minister of Agriculture? I mean, I think with all due respect to the minister, he's taking the matter too far. We need the government to formulate policies and drive the policies so that, if I go to the farm and I know that at the end of the day, the policies of government are such that I may not get enough returns for my distance, I will not bother so much about going to the farm to produce rice. And so we really need government to invest in agriculture. Why is government investing in other areas if it cannot invest in agriculture, which is supposed to be the mainstay of our economy?
Despite policies and measures put in place by governments to eradicate hunger, 93.9% Nigerians still suffer from hunger, a trend experts attributed to poor implementation of policies and lack of commitments to agriculture. They, however, urge the government to step up efforts in the fight against hunger. Ngozi, Onyejiaku, AIT News, Abuja.